Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So I hope you're all staying safe and well out there. You're watching 100% Mags, and this of course is again another roundup of news around Newcastle United, talking about of course all the news coming out of the club, and of course we're going to dive right into it today. First off, we're going to be talking about the safe standing topic that has been going around about the club. Now we have been given approval on this to go ahead and put a safe standing section in the away end. Now it's going to be at the front of the away end in the Leazers stand. Now we all know, the away fans are always housed up on level 7, so this is going to have to be done in the right possible way, because literally putting a safe standing section that high up is going to have to be looked at right. We can't be having incidents, like we're seeing with the Hillsborough disaster. We can't have that happening at St James's Park. We do not want a repeat of, that incident all them years ago when 97 fans lost their lives at Hillsborough. This is something that is always going to be, on the agenda, on the topic when you're talking about putting safe standing, or when you're just talking about standing in general in stadiums. This is why, they brought in the all seating approach, because of the Hillsborough disaster and other disasters similar to that as well. So it is something that is going to be needed to be looked at properly before it is given the full go ahead. But it has been given a go ahead, and it looks as though, they're going to propose a one to be put in the home stand as well for 2023. So we'll see how it goes. I believe it's only a trial at the moment. I don't know if it is, full on or not, but it says the move comes after the government approved safe standing areas for Premier League and Championship clubs. So it does look like, it could be a full-fledged thing now that's going to be brought in. It has been a success at some grounds. I mean, Anfield, they do have a safe standing section. There is other grounds as well. Wolves, I believe, have a safe standing section as well. Quite a few teams have safe standing sections these days, and it has worked at their grounds. But when you're talking about level 7 in a safe standing section, there is a lot of stuff that has to be looked over before you can approach that and go ahead with that. So it looks like it is going ahead. So obviously they must have done some sort of research into it. But I'm still a little skeptical of that myself. Now, talking about safe standing, obviously this is something, that would increase the capacity of St James's Park as well. I mean, if we did that in, say, the East Stand or the Gallagher end, and we did have a safe standing section closer to the pitch, you could possibly increase the capacity up from 52,000. I mean, if you look at the Magic Weekend, they were able to get 62,000 fans out of St James's Park in full capacity for that. And that is more, that's 10,000 more than the 52,000 capacity that we have at our disposal. So, that shows that safe standing can increase the capacity of St James's Park, but it's got to be done in the right way. It's got to be looked at in the right way before you can move forward with it. Because, like I say, we don't want a repeat of them incidents like Hillsborough where 97 fans lost their lives, or a repeat of other similar disasters like that. So talking about that anyway, that is the news on the safe standing. We'll move on, of course, to talk about the recent outgoings at Newcastle United as well. We've seen a couple of players leave the club recently. One of them being, of course, Jeff Hendrick, who left on loan to go to Reading. Now, that means he's going to be with Reading for a season-long loan, and obviously his contract is out as well next year, similar to Kieran Clark. His contract runs out, so that will be the last time we see, Jeff Hendrick play in a Newcastle United shirt. Also, Kieran Clark as well has left, and he is now completed his deal today to join Sheffield United on loan for the season-long loan as well. So that will be the last time we've seen Kieran Clark play in a Newcastle United shirt as well. And of course, Jeff Hendrick was the last player to score in the Mike Ashley era of Newcastle United as well. So that is once again yet another piece of the Mike Ashley era left Newcastle United. So it's looking more and more, you know, like we're going in the right direction here. We are still looking for a striker. I really would like to see a striker come in this window. At the moment, we're currently looking at Alexander Isak, who is a player, you know, who plays out in La Liga. He's a very good player, very good goal scorer as well. He knows what he's doing, and somebody that we have been linked with. We're also, you know, being linked with quite a few other players as well. We're still being linked with Moussa Diaby, the Lucas Paqueta saga still hasn't, you know, seen a climax to that. And we'll see, you know, what happens when, you know, more information comes out on that Lucas Paqueta, you know, saga. We'll also see what happens, you know, when the news comes out about Moussa Diaby as well, if there's any more news on that one. But at the moment, you know, it's pretty quiet. The teams are obviously out on their pre-season trips. Obviously, Newcastle's first team is out on the pre-season trip to Austria. They've been out there for a couple of days now. And of course, you know, the youngsters are out in Spain at the moment. The under-21s and the under-18s are out in Spain. And they're going to be playing pre-season games out there in Spain. So it's looking very positive. Of course, the women as well have had pre-season games as well. They played against AFC Fleetly, I believe they're called. And of course, they played in that game. And they've had a few other games as well. So it's going to be interesting on all parts for the first team, the under-21s, the under-18s, right the way to the women's division. You know, it's going to be an interesting one to see, you know, how you know, this club progresses, how our club progresses going forward. And it's looking very positive as well with the team. For the first team, we've got some really great players coming in already. Matty Target, Nick Pope, Sven Botman, you know, and then also the players that were signed in January as well. We're starting to really look like a team, you know, that can challenge for a top place in the Premier League this season. So keep your eyes on the prize, and let's see, you know, where we can go from here. But till next time, remember to hit that like, share and subscribe to the channel. This has been a full roundup of the Newcastle United news coming out of the club at this moment in time. Until next time, I'll see you all later, and how are the lads?